Right, before we jump into the video, I just want to make a disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. Everything that I'm going to say in this video is my personal opinion and also based on my experiences that I have had in the past with recessions and downturns in the economy. So it's just to give you some information of how I see things at the moment and what I feel you need to do to manage it as an independent sales agent. Now, this is relevant to obviously UK-based sales agents, but also, as I presume it's a worldwide issue, it may be relevant to quite a lot of other people in other parts of the world as well. But again, this is specific for the UK market because I know more about the UK market than I do in other sectors. So as an agent, my running costs have gone through the roof. Obviously I need fuel in my car to be able to travel to see customers. There's been a bit of a yo-yo effect just recently with the fuel. It went down to quite a low price and now it seems to be rebounding back to the higher price where it was a couple of months ago. So each time I go out on the road, obviously it costs money, which will apply to you as well. So what you need to do is to start working smarter. Can you do more calls in a day than what you have been doing? Can you cut down the amount of days you actually get out on the road? Can you plan your trips more economically so you're not having to travel too far between appointments? It's something that you can do. There's very little we can do, but that is what we can do to try and eliminate our costs and our overheads. Now, with the state of the economy at the moment, obviously people will be scaling back on what they're spending, but don't get led into this scenario that you normally get from the media, is that everything's bad, it's going to get worse, etc., etc. Is yes, we are in tough times. People are scaling back on what they're spending, but people don't stop spending. There's always people out there that have got liquid assets that they are prepared to spend. They may not spend it on the higher price products that they normally are used to doing, but they will still keep spending their money. It's only certain markets where the market is retracting and there are certain pockets of communities that won't be able to have the spare money to be able to spend on luxury items, but there is always somebody out there. So the important thing is to work smarter and find and target the areas where people are spending the money. If you have customers that work in the lower end of the market and you've got a product that fits that, then obviously you need to be targeting them, because if they are still turning over their business, then they will be looking for those sort of products. If you're dealing with people in the higher end of the market, then you also need to be continually targeting them, because you can go in there with your sort of mid-price products that they can then sell on to their clients that would usually be the real high end, if that all makes sense. So you've got to be selective on where you're going, where you're working, and who you're actually seeing during this economic climate. But as I've previously said, people don't stop spending money. Business is out there. You've just got to go out there and find it, and you've got to work with the people that are proactive themselves, that they are actively looking for business, new business. So that is what I would say, is don't sort of get into this, and it is quite hard not to, because of all the media sort of like bringing you down, is that yes, times are tough, your commission statements might be getting a little less, your expenses are going up, but the worst thing you can do is stop, because it will take you then a long time to get back to where you should be. So what you've got to do is work smarter, make sure you're working to your best strengths, check on the best strategic way for you to work, and then you will be in a better place when things start picking up. At the moment we're in a situation where we don't know where interest rates are going to go and where they're going to peak. You know, could they get to 10%? Who knows? We hope they don't. I mean, that's possibly a worst case scenario. I couldn't see it getting higher than that. So yeah, it is tough times ahead, but now we've got a government, hopefully that will bring some sort of stability to our country, providing, if they're talking about not doing the tax cuts and what have you. So it's about fine balancing acts, and for all the will in the world, I don't wish this on any government, because whatever they do, there's always going to be one sector that don't appreciate what they're doing. So we've just got to work through, as we already have. I mean, since my working career, since the early 70s, I've hit no end of recession periods, but you always come out, sometimes 12 months, sometimes 18, 2 years, sometimes a little bit longer. So you just got to try and stay positive. I know it's difficult, particularly if your personal finances are suffering as well, because you're not immune to it, but you have got a business to run at the end of the day. So my advice is stay positive, be smarter how you work, be more cost effective how you work, stay in touch with your customers, even if you can't get to see them, communicate with them, give them a call, maybe you use WhatsApp. Send them an email, just stay in touch, let them know that you're there, let them know occasionally what products you have available, and you will find that you will work through it. I mean, the worst time for me, just getting back, sorry I went a little bit off track there, but I mean the worst time for me was 2008. I was completely unprepared, like the majority of the world, and that was a bad time for me. I completely got wiped out and I had to start from scratch again. So, but this time I'm in a better place. I've made allowances for the next recession, so that I can continue working. Again, I'm putting into practice what I'm preaching here. I'm working smarter, I'm being more cost effective. So it's something that you've got to do. It's hard being self-employed, and even if you are an employed sales rep, you're still expected to hit your targets, and you're not susceptible to losing your job. I'm sorry I have to say that, but companies will find things tough because their fuel bills have got to go up. They've got to find cost savings, and salaries are a big part of their business. So yes, unfortunately nobody is safe, whether you're self-employed or whether you are employed. So I hope this video is of some use to some people, and it's come across and I've explained it the best that I can. But if you want to ask any questions, pick on my experience as being a self-employed person, my experience that I've experienced over the years with recessions. Stay positive. Even if you want that reassurance from me, just drop me a comment and I'll be happy to answer it. So thanks for watching, really appreciate it. If you could subscribe and give me a thumbs up, it'll help my channel, and then as the channel develops, I'll be able to get better content put out for you. So thanks for watching, and stay safe, stay well, and catch up with you next time.